Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 17th through the 23rd. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Guys, we have a significant lunar eclipse happening next week on the 26th. But as we get closer to it, those energies might be creeping in this week. We may already be feeling them. Okay, and we came out of that heavy Scorpio full moon energy not that long ago. We're going to see how these energies might be, impacting the Pisces collective here. These are general readings. Not every single message is going to resonate, but take what does and leave the rest. Okay, we're going to see what is going on here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get right on into it, my darlings. So your first card here is the Queen of Swords. Okay, Aries also had this come up, and Aries had it come up as their first card also. Okay, so if that is the case, right, some of you may have an Aries placement, and there might be something happening in that area of your life that's really kind of coming full surface here, coming to the forefront. You might be in this energy of boundaries and, cutting out things that are distracting you or wasting your time. Now, I'm getting a very interesting energy here. Oh, actually, it may have been Sagittarius. I'm sorry, not Aries. I think it was Sagittarius that had this as the first card. So if you have a Sagittarius placement, that might be coming to the forefront here. But Queen of Swords for you guys, I'm getting a little bit of a different vibe than I did when it came up for the fire sign. And so in general, traditionally, Queen of Swords is going to be, boundaries, like cutting people out of the way who are getting in the way. But I feel, Pisces, that this is a situation in which you've specifically been waiting for somebody to make a decision. Like you kind of put something on hold. Maybe you put yourself on the back burner, waiting to figure out what somebody else wanted to do. And I feel with this Queen of Swords energy, you have this energy where you're just like, you're out of patience. You're out of patience. You feel like a lot of time is being wasted, and you're wanting to protect your time. I feel like you feel somebody's giving you the runaround, and they're flaking on you, and they're postponing, and they're delaying, and they're saying, okay, maybe in a little bit, okay, maybe later. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, something came up. Can we reschedule? It could be something that you're trying to do in collaborating with someone. It could be like you're trying to work with somebody in terms of a business proposition or something having to do with a creative endeavor. It could be a personal relationship, but you're like, I cannot be here on call 24/7. Like, it's not working for me. What about me? What about the things I need to get done? So I feel, Pisces, like you're being very rightfully so protective of your time. Okay, I know a lot of you watch tarot readings because you're used to watching tarot readings about love and romance. And traditionally in tarot, it's said that when the court cards come up, it has to do with dealing with another person. Okay, like it represents somebody coming in. So traditionally, Queen of Swords would be like, oh, you're gonna be having an issue with a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, and that can be the case for some of you. I'm not gonna say that's not the case. However, the way that I read in the weekly forecasts, I try to focus on you and your energy. I try not to focus so much on other people, but what's going on with you, what you're feeling, the energy that you're stepping into, how you might be moving forward, what you might be deciding to do. I try to make it about you. If you're looking for love and romance, I do a monthly love reading, and that is linked in the description of the video. But very much here, guys, I feel, Pisces, you're in this energy where you're like, time is precious, time is precious. I don't want to live my life looking back and having regrets of things I didn't do, or things I didn't try, or things I didn't get done because I was constantly waiting around for everybody else to get it together. I feel, Pisces, like you're wanting to manifest people in your life who are more decisive. That's the energy that I'm feeling. You're wanting people who are decisive. Are you in or are you out? If you can't decide, bye. Like, that's the energy I feel like you're stepping into. Your next card here is the Ten of Cups, right? Again, traditionally, I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot about love and romance. So Ten of Cups kind of gets typecast as this card having to do with getting married and having babies, you know, and having a family. That can be the case for some of you. Some of you might be manifesting that. Some of you might be cutting away the blocks, cutting away the limited thinking, the things that no longer serve you, that have been holding you back. You might be doing some clearing that's opening the road here to manifesting marriage and babies, okay? But Ten of Cups is a lot deeper than that. It's not only about marriage and babies. Ten of Cups is about happiness in every aspect of your life, feeling fulfilled and feeling full in every aspect of your life, feeling satisfied in every way there is to be satisfied. Okay, so Pisces, some of you are breaking out of this cycle in your life where there's been a lot of imbalance. Like, I like super happy in one area of your life, but super miserable in another area of your life, right? You're breaking out of that where you have happiness in different categories. You have happiness across the board, and you're feeling satisfied in all areas of your life. Okay, so there's this sense of like inner peace. There's this sense of being fulfilled, having more than enough, not being worried about the future, right? Having your needs met. Okay, that's a big one. Especially those of you that feel like you've been putting yourself on the back burner. You're coming into the energy of having your needs met. How refreshing is that? So it's not going to be marriage and babies for every single one of you out there, unless that's something you're really wanting to manifest. Some of you might be manifesting that. But whatever your Ten of Cups is, keep in mind, we have free will. We get to fill our cups with whatever we want to fill them with. So whatever it is you're wanting to fill those cups with, you're calling them in. You're calling it in. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Two of Swords. Now, this is super duper important. If you've been watching my videos for a while, there's a chance you may have heard me talk about the Two of Swords, okay? Traditionally, Two of Swords can indicate there's something we're not seeing. It could even be a situation in which we're being bamboozled, right? We have somebody that's intentionally keeping information from us, or they're not telling us the full story, right? They're kind of like trying to, cover our eyes here a little bit. They don't want us to know what's going on. And so that could be a dynamic that some of you are breaking out of, and you're beginning to see. However, traditionally, Two of Swords can also be being in an impasse, right? You've made yourself clear. The other person has spoken their part. It could be a work situation, family situation, romantic situation, but neither one is budging. So you're at this impasse. Well, now what do we do? Now where do we go? Right? You don't want to change. I don't want to change. You don't want to walk away. I don't want to walk away. What do we do? Which brings me to the next point. If you've been watching my videos, you've heard me talk about the Two of Swords. Over the years reading for people, I've seen Two of Swords to be a warning. I've seen Two of Swords to tell the person basically, like, this situation isn't going to change. And if you don't follow the guidance that you're receiving, like, the writing is on the wall. If you keep ignoring it, and if you don't take the steps you're being encouraged to take, there's going to be some kind of tower moment. Keep in mind, guys, tower moments don't happen as a punishment. If you know anything about tarot and the major arcana, right? The major arcana cards, they're numbered. The 0 is the Fool. 0 is the beginning, the person who's like, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to jump into life. I'm going to experience life and see what it brings. Just taking this leap of faith. And it's the journey that the Fool goes through. When you get to card number 15, it's the Devil. The Devil is when we get stuck. We get scared. We feel like there's no way out, and we become enslaved in a situation. That's card number 15. Card number 16 is the Tower. The Tower doesn't come in to punish us. The Tower comes in to blast us out of the prison, to blast us out of the tower we're locked up inside, and free us from the devil. So people get really upset when I talk about tower moments sometimes. The tower moment is not happening to punish you. The tower moment is happening because Spirit, your angels, your guides are having a really hard time watching you suffer. And they've been trying to give you signs. They've been trying to tell you it's okay to move on. And you feel kind of weird about doing it. You feel bad about doing it. And Spirit says, oh my gosh, we cannot stand watching you suffer. And there's a lot of time here that is slipping away. We got to get things moving along. We got to keep you on track. So we're going to step in and we're going to intervene. And we're going to blast you out of this prison. We're going to blast you out of this tower. The next card after the tower, 17, is the star. And that's the happy new beginnings, right? You have an opportunity here, Pisces, to skip over the tower and go straight to the star. It's up to you. It's up to you. You have free will. But Two of Swords is saying some of you, even though you see the truth and you feel and you sense time is wasting here, you might be allowing somebody to kind of convince you that oh, just give me a little bit more time. Or, oh, it's going to get better. Or, oh, you know what, it's not so bad. You know what, Pisces, you're just being a little too sensitive. You know what, Pisces, you're not just understanding where I'm coming from. You know what, Pisces, you're just being a little too impatient here. Don't let anybody do that to you. Listen to your gut. I feel like you have all this power and you're manifesting, you're moving forward, and then somebody's like, wait a minute, and they're putting the blindfold over your eyes. No, Pisces, don't look at that. No, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Ignore that. Forget that. So some of you are doing this cha-cha with the situation. You're feeling very empowered. You're feeling very brave. And they're taking a step back and saying, oh, well, maybe I'm being unreasonable. Oh, maybe I should wait a little bit more. Maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe I'm overreacting. But the Two of Swords here is telling us that, in my experience, it's telling us that if you don't look at what's being shown to you and take the appropriate action, there's going to be a tower moment. Okay? Your next card here is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is victory after battle, right? There may be how can I say this? There may be conflicting goals, conflicting priorities, okay? And some of you are in this Queen of Swords energy and you're stepping up, and you might find some of you are going to be lucky enough to, the people that you're dealing with, they see you mean business and they might step into line. Okay, well, I don't want Pisces to leave me behind. Pisces has had enough. Pisces isn't playing around. Let me get it together here, right? And there's a victory in that sense for some of you, right? Like they're seeing that you're serious. They don't want to get cut off. They know you mean business. So now they're going to do right by you. Now they're going to step up. And there's a victory coming in that sense for some of you. For other ones of you, this can be where you are beating out the competition in something you have entered or submitted for. Okay, because I'm hearing vying. So you might be vying for a position. You might be competing for something, and you're kind of standing out here. I do feel some of you, I'm hearing out by the skin of your teeth. I feel like some of you are coming out of a situation kind of last minute. Okay, it could be that you've been sensing for a while that there are layoffs coming. Okay, and there might be people who have been kind of fighting for a position, fighting for promotions, because they feel like that's going to keep them safer if they're moving up the ladder or getting into certain departments. And so some of you maybe feel like you got cut out of that, right? And that kind of pushed you to start looking elsewhere. And I feel some of you are landing another job, right? Kind of like at that last minute, at that very last minute before the tower hits. And then you're going to see the people that pushed you out of the way or sabotaged you or played dirty to get the position and push you out of it. You're going to see those people getting laid off. And I'm not saying that as like a thing to wish evil on anybody. We never want to wish, like karma on people like that, or, oh, that serves you right. We don't want to be in that energy. But I do feel that Pisces, there's a sense of like vindication. Like, you know what? You did me dirty. Okay, you did me dirty. That's fine. I'm going to let universe take care of it. I'm going to let universe take this and turn it into a blessing for me. I'm going to let universe direct me to something better. Okay, so when you see this unfairness, when you see these people playing dirty, but at the same time they're telling you, oh, hold on, it's going to be okay, you have to listen to your gut. And if you listen to your gut and take action, there's victory ahead for you. Okay, don't let them get you second guessing. You know what you know. Pisces, you're intuitive. You are an intuitive energy. Don't let them get you second guessing. You know the truth. Okay? And you know what needs to be done. If you want more information here around love and romance, you may want to check out the love readings that are linked in the description of the video. As far as the weekly forecast, it might be a good idea to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon and rising sign might give you a little extra information. It might resonate more than your sun sign does. That happens sometimes too. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. The podcast that I've been promising you guys about manifesting and overcoming blockages and shifting energies, knock on wood, hopefully I won't be traveling anymore for a while and I can stay put, and I will be able to go ahead and get you guys that podcast up in the next few days. And now that I'm not traveling, have a consistent day and time for the podcast. Also, consistently post the videos consistently where it's not so sporadic. Like, be on a regular schedule again. When I do the podcast at the same date and time every week, I also want to start going live on the podcast with a call-in number so that you guys can call in. I can answer any questions. You can share some of your experiences. Maybe we'll do some of the podcasts where I will pull cards for callers and we can interact a little bit more. I'm working on it, okay? I thank you for your continued patience, your love, your support. It means more to me than you know, you guys. I appreciate you all so much. I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, my dears.